dungeon.
Yeah.
Alright, so in here you guys can get the 2 tiles. If you're going there, if you're going here, that's 1 day.
Alright. Yeah, that seems good to me. Let's travel.
Alright.
Works for me.
Next day, I'm not gonna have you guys. The first time I did that was just to be a little shit. No, the save zone, as long as nothing is going on, you don't need to watch.
Okay.
I just need a little shit stick that time because I was like, which tile are you guys going to this time?
Should we do the funny hills or the single hill? What do you guys think?
The single hill.
Yeah, let's do the
Long
single
hill.
I
hill.
don't particularly care.
One long hill.
It's one
long hill.
One hill to rule them all. Alright, so if you guys can move the token thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys move it. Let me just grab something here real quick while you guys move it to the thingy.
The
Up
one
hills.
long hill.
One long hill.
Full score and one long hill to go.
So, can I have one person roll me a d4?
Not Taliyah.
Yeah, not me, I'm cursed. Someone else roll. Good lord.
Gerkin?
Gerkin. 2. Then somebody else roll me a d12. Are you traveling normal pace, I'm assuming? And
Comfortable
you-
and careful is what I'm thinking.
comfortable and careful.
Not hyper stealthy, but aware.
Alright. Someone just roll me a d20.
Amy, your
I
turn.
do this one.
Oh,
I'm
sure we do that.
cursed.
You're cursed. You can do the next one.
Okay, I'll do the next one.
Richard's gonna come up with something for you to roll. Just oh my god.
Oh no.
The
Okay.
satisfied
Oh my.
Taliyah moment. Oh, look at that!
That was
20 wolves!
Really good or really bad?
in this instance, that's really
20
good.
poppies.
No, God.
Oh,
No, I will
run!
say, that in this case, I will say is very good. So the d20 was me just doing like, okay, give me a generic, dice roll to see, how not actively stealthy you are. So a 20 is like, oh yeah, you guys are not going to get noticed by anything. You didn't even need to hide. You guys were just walking by, and as someone pointed out, like keeping an eye out. If we see smoke, we might avoid it and whatnot. You did see signs of creatures at one point, evil creatures that might explode on you. All it took was you guys just waiting a few minutes, and they're gone. Now, I have the question of, while you guys are out and about, are you going to be doing watches or any of that?
Once we're out of the
Yes.
safe zone, I think we should.
Definitely.
I'll take the last watch because I realized that is what makes the most lore sense. So Oleander can eat before everyone has woken up.
If you guys just want to come up with a generic watch order and then just have that for whenever you go out, I'll just use that forever and whatnot.
I would like second or third, just so it is dark.
I'll take first watch. Cause
Okay, so we got Gerkin, Vir'Thyra, Aishah,
They got a little carry bag.
Oleander, and then Oleander probably wakes up Dune after he's eaten. Probably was.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will just have each of y'all roll perceptions at the night. So Gerkin, then Vir, Aishah, and then Oleander.
also I'm setting up an alarm spell. Doot.
Doot doot. And now I get to swap music because, we're outside of the safe zone. So, you guys come out, you get a day out and set up camp. Get your watches set up, Gerkin. You get your alarm set up for the night. Everyone lays down, and on your watch, it definitely is a lot more noticeable outside of that safe area. The wind that would occasionally pick up in the safe zone and the small bits of noise you would hear here and there feels wrong out here. Any bit of wind feels, for lack of a better term, dirty? Wrong? and what few animal-like noises that you would hear tend to go away almost immediately, or shift from, say, a normal howl to some dark, twisted, gurgling howl. Not like a poppy, or maybe it is a poppy that's freshly born. Who knows? But on your watch, nothing eventful happens. Vir would have been second. Similar things to him, though with your natural 20 is, yeah, your 26 is just, you're noticing how the wind, where you're from, you know how there would typically be wind every now and again, be it artificial or maybe there's like some breakage in rocks or something like that. Maybe even a plant creating wind.
Mm-hmm.
This feels similar to back home, but twisted. Like, this definitely feels more similar to home. And looking up, the sky does seem a lot darker.
Do I see
This-
anything in the sky?
And you see the tower, just kind of going up and up and up and up. And yeah, even getting a little bit closer doesn't make it seem like it's any more visible. But besides that, there's a few clouds, the one orb that doesn't ever seem to move. Maybe a star? Is that a star? It's hard to tell. It flickers, almost like a flame. Roll Arcana.
Arcana. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Or religion.
Oh, wait, can I hold on. Nope, they're the same thing.
Okay, they're the same thing. 10.
I'm completely average resolving.
You're major. You're staring at it and it's like, now you're kind of focusing on it more. You can tell it's definitely not a star, but the way it seems to flicker, it definitely looks more like a flame, and you're not entirely sure what it is, but it does seem magical in nature, and it's a bluish color.
Writing that down.
Besides that, on your watch, nothing seems to happen. No monsters come by. Seems like you guys were able to set up camp in a relatively safe area from now. You wake up Aishah for her turn, and about the same thing I said to Gerkin. Air feels weird. You occasionally hear a few, cries of creatures. Some that, sound like, oh, that's a normal animal. Oh, God, what the fuck happened to it? For you, I'd say at this point, getting closer to day, to dawn, you would probably hear what sounded like a bird of some sort that went from a normal chirping, tweeting to just a sort of... Don't ask me to do that again.
Hey, Richard, do it again.
Fuck you, I said don't ask me to do that. And with your knowledge of, bodies and ki, and has Aishah ever punched something so hard that it, went inside out? Because that's what that sounded like.
Oh, that's a fun sound.
Besides that, nothing eventful.
It's like this place is already just surrounded by crazy things. Alright.
Oleander, you're woken up. You notice nothing. You want to get your food in before you wake up Dune. So you're just focused on your food. It's weird that there's no wind, but who cares? Does that sound apt, Westley?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, the 7 feels like close to what that would be like for him.
Yeah.
It's your first day outside of this area where you have to, eat near other people without being in a different room.
Yeah.
Once you finish up, you can wake up Dune, and Dune can start doing her typical morning Dune stuff. Amy, whenever Dune wakes up, are you doing your little culinary thing again?
Yeah, I still got resources. I can do that.
Okay, that's another 2 resources down.
And with logistics, there'd be 2 quote-unquote treats left over. So everyone would gain my proficiency bonus of 3 temporary hit point if you eat the food.
Well, we're about to make it to that door pretty quickly, so let's do what's in the dungeon.
So you guys are going to the dungeon. You guys enter into the dungeon. How would you all like to proceed? You come in through the door.
What
and
the fuck?
You come into a room and it looks like there is... In this room, it's like an open area. It kind of seems like a bit of a, for lack of a better term, just cathedral in a way, but not a cathedral.
An
Okay,
open
cathedral
large
type.
Hall.
A cathedral type
cavernous
building.
space.
So we walked into a door, and now we're in the door was in a cavern of some sort, like a hill, and now we're in a cathedral?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are 2 doorways opened up before you.
Okay, they're doors. Alright.
There are 2 wolves inside you.
Both are drunk. Anyway,
One goes left and one goes right.
Shall we try the one on the left? This seems peculiar.
most certainly.
Weenie? Weenie? Whiny? Oh,
Left is fine.
left is nice.
Alright, sure, let's try the one on the left.
Left door.
You walk through the door, and that's weird. You go through the door, and that's weird. The air feels a lot damper, and oh my god, how are you in a swamp?
Oh,
Hmm.
fuck.
And, you know, as you look behind you,
What
there's a
the heck?
doorway in a giant tree.
Ah,
And then on the other side of the
Okay.
area, it appears that there's another door frame in another tree.
Got it.
This is feeling less and less like a dungeon and more like a series of completely unrelated planes.
Or sports
Definitely
within the
unusual.
plane?
Whatever it is, I don't really like it.
Let's go through the door.
is this just a cavernous area with a swampy floor? Or can I look up and see sky?
You see sky.
This is giving me a strange feeling.
However, you see sky, however, but you don't see the giant orb that you would normally see whenever you're outside.
Are there any towers in the distance?
Weirdly, no. You do see something different, though. Aishah looks up, looking around, kind of like, maybe there's a tower around. You see the top of a tower? As in, like, the top, it's above you in the sky.
Okay.
It's like you're seeing the battlement floor and the little spiky boys and whatnot above you. You know how in some games and whatnot you get that feeling of, oh, if I just flip the gravity, I can just go to it?
Yeah.
It's effectively like that. That's the kind of feeling I want to give, but you can't
I
flip
understand
gravity.
why you had difficulty describing
It's
that.
really hard!
Then I'm thinking, what if we just do that at some point? What if we try and go to it?
That'd be
I
wild.
think that'd take a little longer than 2 hours to walk to.
I'm not suggesting walking to it. Well, we see an obvious door in front of us. We wander about, see if there's something else here. This is suddenly a swamp out of nowhere.
You wanted to look around, you said?
Yeah, like, okay, so you described a swamp and a tree that we came out of and a tree in front of us with a door. What else is there?
A few trees here and there that seem
Is it
old,
mucky?
dying. Definitely very mucky. The water, the muck, water, whatever you want to call it, that you are stepping in, kind of has that same sort of coloration and consistency as the poppies, though a little bit more transparent, I should say. Definitely
Swamp.
feels like this might be similar to the swamp that Jerry was talking about, but not as bad.
Didn't Jerry mention having come in here?
He said he effectively poked his head in and then said, "Fuck that," and left.
I can see why. Alright.
But besides the, the weird gunk, the muck being like a difficult terrain situation, it doesn't seem like it's causing you guys any sort of issues corruption-wise.
Okay, on the map, this looks like a hex. Do I see an edge to this area, or does it feel like we could just kind of walk?
It looks like you could just walk. Like there's nothing visual that's stopping you.
Is it possible that these dungeons are more like shortcuts between them?
Yes, or this has taken us somewhere else in the same area. They only wandered so far. Maybe these doors aren't dungeons, but just entrances and exits to different demi-planes.
What are we moving forward, or are we exploring this swamp?
We have all the time in the world. I don't feel like exploring an
I'd
entirely
really like it
uncharted
to not be in
demi-plane.
the swamp. My shoes, they are not waterproof.
Slurp.
Let's keep going then.
Vera's like standing on like a root, trying to not get in the mud.
Do you want to avoid mud at all costs? That's weird.
Sure, I'll try.
Roll acrobatics.
A
Veer
slutty
is-
20.
Veer, you're able to just, climb up a tree, get to a good perch, and then plot out a course, and you pretty much just jungle gym your way across this area. In areas where it's like, there's not a good tree close enough, you pull some shenanigans with your, knowledge of the Underdark, your archery, your items, or whatever you've got, rope.
I create myself zip lines if I fucking need to.
There it goes. But you get to the door without getting any more muck on your feet than when you came in.
There. Left. I open the door and I push in.
Everyone else, you gonna follow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Forward.
Hey, can I have everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, fuck.
boy!
I'd rather not.
Veer, you come in, and you're like, something's weird. And then you look down, and you're just like, oh shit. And you jump to the side. Everyone else comes in, trying to keep up, and this fits. The muck kind of like made you not as aware, maybe, or maybe the muck threw in as you picked up your feet and just activated this. There was a floor spike trap.
Uh-oh.
In what? What? Are we like in concrete now?
Yes, so I will
Oh my
say
God.
this as you go in.
Okay, so we're in a more classical dungeon room now?
Yeah, pretty much. That is the best way to describe it. It's like a classical dungeon sort of room. The sort of, thing that you would see in those novels that people would write of. Yes, this man has this dungeon-like room where he's got spike traps and arrow traps and yada yada. So everyone but Veer takes 6 points of piercing damage as the spikes pierce through your feet.
Bloody feet!
Bloody feet.
Guys, don't forget, if you ate, don't forget the temporary hit points.
There they go.
My shoes!
Except for Oleander! But Oleander only takes 3.
Just kind of jumps back. Oh, that was a fun welcoming.
Ah.
Where are we now? Jeez.
Stone?
Speaking
Peanut
about
butter.
foot injuries, all of you, come over here. She's gonna start pulling out some wraps. None of you are going back in that muck with piercings in your feet.
Are you guys okay?
No.
Be fine.
My better.
shoes!
It's
food.
there. It'll be all right. Come here.
We can get you new shoes. Probably.
No.
Besides that, you guys, there's just seems to be a door on the other side of this. Door isn't really the best thing to call it. It's an archway. It's an archway that you can just see through.
We can just see through what's beyond it.
Do we see the swamp?
So the only one that can see through it is Vir.
Be that. It could be my my enhanced dark vision.
It does have to do with that. It looks like that is a weird, corrupt version of the Underdark through there.
Oh god. Oh god. Vir just like shivers. I don't know if we want to go there.
If it's more spike traps, Wait, what do you mean, don't want to go there? Are you seeing something?
I see. It looks like the Underdark. But
Underdark?
wrong. Yes,
Why would the Underdark be here?
that's a great question. I can go ahead if you'd like me to.
I don't like the idea of you going alone.
We probably should not split up.
I will. How about I just approach the door then? You can still see me. I won't go through.
Do we
I can maybe
check
get a
for more
better
traps?
view.
Are there any other traps in this hallway?
That's a good question. Do you want to
Right.
investigate that?
Yes!
In this hallway? No. Seems like that's the one and done. And you also would notice, oh, we triggered it. It does not look like it's going to trigger when we come through here again.
That's good.
Seems like whatever
That's very
mechanism
Good.
that
It's
was
a
built
one-time
for it,
pressure.
it's a one-time thing, and then all the spikes have fallen like down to a point where no spring will work again.
I did this. This is so inefficient.
Vir, you're going to the door alone.
I'm going to approach the door. They can follow me if they want, but I'm going to approach the door, not go through the door quite yet, but kind of see if I can, like, as I get closer, if I can get a better look, anything that I can see out there.
Alright, roll a perception, I'd say.
I'd love to.
Okay, how to describe this? So, for you, Vir, it feels, like the Underdark. It looks like the Underdark, it smells like the Underdark, but it's wrong. It's really hard to put a finger on, like, what one thing is making this wrong, or if it's just a conglomerate of things. You don't see any life in here. I mean, besides those poisonous glowing mushrooms, but you do see the exit, kind of like how you guys would be, seeing on here, entrance here, kind of curve around. You'd see sort of like the little end bit of another cavern, sort of archway.
Okay.
Though set in that archway, you would see a stone door.
Okay. I see some very highly poisonous mushrooms, but other than that, I don't see anything living.
Do you think you could guide us through there? Should we be unable to see once we enter?
I think so.
Right. I'll follow your lead.
I will try to lead them all. And avoid the mushrooms if possible. Are they like big mushrooms, small mushrooms?
So you know how, like, in some situations you get like that one big mushroom with like a small ass colony like surrounding it,
Yeah.
kind of growing out of it. It's like that one big one that's kind of situated in a crevice of a wall, with a bunch of small ones surrounding it and kind of growing up and around towards the ceiling.
Okay.
And then, like, you notice there might be one further up on the ceiling, just out of view, as some more small mushrooms kind of scatter
Mm-hmm.
in a way that there's like a decent enough light that people who lived here can see properly, but normies like these people you're leading, they can see at most maybe, well, the people with dark vision, maybe 10 feet in front of them to an extent. Dune is, well, effectively blind.
I'm going to lead them one by one. And I will take the whole 4 trips that it takes to get them across one by one.
Can you? Okay, nothing happens. You're able to get them past the poison.
I just didn't want a group and somebody, like, trips.
Yeah. Honestly, very smart. You're able to get through this with no problems. Once you bring the last person through, you're all standing before a stone door that kind of has a similar vibe to the no, actually, to like the cathedral-ish area you went through before.
Is it a push door? Is it a slide door?
That is a good question.
I need one that can fucking
the
see.
bottom.
It looks to you like it's a push door.
Do these doors match up? Like, have the push doors been push doors on the other side as well?
They match like they should be. Like if it was a push door, it's a push door.
Okay.
If it's a pull door, it's a pull door. To you, Cat, it definitely looks like it is probably no, that's a push door.
Okay. Is anyone very strong? It's a door we need to push. And it looks like it's made
I'm
of
not
solid stone.
weak.
My fighting style relies on hitting precise points, not strength.
I am not terrible.
Pretty strong for an old
Alright,
guy.
I'm going to position you and you should be good. Push.
Alright. Do I have to make a
On
strike
scale
check
of
or
1
can I
to
just
10,
open
I'm
the
about
door?
7.
I don't trust my 9 strength.
What's your strength, Gerkin?
15.
Roll strength.
No, that's a save. Whoops.
That would still be the
Doesn't
same.
give me any
yeah.
bonuses.
But the 16, yeah, you're struggling a little bit, but it moves open just enough that you can get people through.
Alright, everybody in.
And
Any chance in my
before you
armor?
do anything, I just gotta check people's, passives for perception and whatnot. So, okay, you push the door open, and you hear nothing. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. It looks like a weird cathedral-esque, looking thing.
Look at this great.
Fear and Aishah, however,
Oh,
you guys hear what sounds like metal? Armor? Is that armor? Yeah, that's armor. That sounds like the distinct,
Like moving armor?
like moving armor. That is the distinct sound of moving armor.
all I know is the distinct sound of moving armor. Where am I?
See, you're
We're
right,
right outside the
right outside
door.
the door, right behind Gerkin. As he
Are we-
pushed it open,
Where
He hears
play
nothing.
anyway.
he,
so I can like put my hand on Gerkin and just be like, oh,
yes, you can.
okay, yeah, I'll do that then. Am I able to like peek into the crack?
Yes. Give me a hot second. Great. So you want me to explain a little, yeah?
Yeah.
So
Elucidate.
Aishah, you look in, peek your head in. You see this thing seems to be just walking left and then right, just thunk, thunk, thunk. Steps in some of this web and just rips it up as if it is not hindered by it at all with its massive size. It looks as though it is a mixture of that bone calcification mixed with its armor. It's weird. Like, that metal armor is making metal armor noises, but sometimes it sounds like bone grinding on bone now that you've got your head in here. And occasionally you will see little dribbles of black ichor just coming from certain joints. It does not notice you all at the moment.
Just gonna pull her head back and just like to Gerkin, just be like, okay, Grandpa, no going in there yet. Anyone here like a 10-foot tall skeleton? Full armor, making black ichor in a room full of webs.
That sounds fun.
No, it doesn't.
I was... Okay.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
It's like something we either try to avoid or try to kill.
Yes. Judging by the room full of bones, I'm going to assume trying to kill it is a stupid endeavor.
How tall is the room?
Could I get an eyeball of how tall the room is from the crack? Or-
Eyeballing from that, how you have your head stuck in. At most, maybe 25 feet tall, and that thing was about 15 feet.
Judging by how it takes up about half the room, about 25 feet tall.
We likely can't just try to fly around it to keep out of its reach. We'll keep bombarding it with spells.
If you want to be a distraction, we could all run for the door.
Ooh, I am one hell of a distraction. If you need me to be that, I can do that. Alternative, we could try to kill it. While it's stuck on the grease, you could try to kill it. And just
Do
beat the crap
any
out
of
of
you
it.
think that you can take that thing down? Because I'm
Not alone.
I
I'm
think
good
I've
at
got...
pressure points, not
If I
good
had
at
some help, I think I could
punching
take it.
bones.
I can probably aim for the joints and try to lock it up.
I'll do my best at immobilizing it and
Well,
finding
it
out
looks
if
like
it has
it's
any
wearing
weak
full
points.
plates, so heat metal will be very effective here.
Judging by the dripping ichor, it almost seems as if it's already wounded. I'd need to get a closer look, though, to be sure of it.
Unless it's a skeleton that was possessed by some sort of goopy thing.
Giant skeleton? Maybe.
I think we've got this.
I think we can take it. If things go wrong, Plan A is just running.
If things go wrong, we get it back to the marsh and slow it down. It's big, it's heavy, it'll get stuck in the mud.
Plan A, be trying to see if we can do some damage here before running. But Plan B, to run away and lure it to a very advantageous spot for us and a disadvantageous spot for it.
So the marsh?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. It depends. Do we want to just try and kill it? Because I think that works.
I
Might as
think if
well.
we're smart about it, we can do this. But
Right?
It might be good to test our might.
it might also
Yeah.
be good to gauge what we will find in these places.
Yes, I
Exactly.
agree with that. I think we should try and get past it.
Because if anything,
But I think dying to the
we are-
first
we are-
skeleton is, frankly, very stupid.
I think it's quite sad if we die to that.
We don't know what it is. Just allow me a few hits to analyze it. I'll tell you if it's got any glaring weak points that we can abuse.
Alright. I'm just gonna start tying the rope. Who's got my rope?
I need my hands. Actually, don't let me out. Don't let me hold the rope.
Hey, Oleander, you want the rope?
No, don't give it to me, please.
Oleander is decently strong.
You don't actually need strength. I'm giving you the command word. It'll automatically reel me in.
Ah, lovely. That's even easier.
It automatically reels one end back to the other, like auto-coiling itself.
I can do that.
How about we reroll initiative?
That's fine. We'll cancel each other out. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. We cancel each other out. Fine. Oh, yeah, no!
Yikes.
And I just said that is a pure 20, by the way, because I have no
It's a plus
dexterity.
zero.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I have a +7, and I crit failed for like the third time this session.
Yeah, Tally's luck is not.
I'm just
today.
gonna die today. Okay, it's fine. It's like howling in the trees. It's over. It's over.
Callie, have you thought of your backup character yet?
That it doesn't immediately notice you. Just barely.
And I'm going to walk into the room stealthily, and I'm going to try and get I'm behind cobweb. Does it seem like these cobwebs provide any cover?
From a ranged attack, they might. From a
Okay.
physical attack, at most it might give you a +2 for one attack to your armor class.
So tiptoeing in, I'm gonna hold the rest of my turn till after Gerkin.
Are you ready for my bullshit?
Uh-huh.
Is this technically first round of combat?
Technically, yes.
Okay. How many of those hit?
Only the 23 and 18 hit.
Okay. 26 damage, can't heal. I get 30 feet of
Damn.
movement.
Oh shit!
So
This
does
is
it?
technically a
Hold
surprise round. That would be an advantage. You are correct.
Oh, yeah, you're
Hold
right.
on. Hold on, I have a bunch of things I need
Oh,
to
Roll,
learn.
try to get a crit.
rolls
Roll
4 more
it.
times.
Doesn't it get a
Like a
D8
D10
force?
thunder.
I get a... Okay, yeah.
I've got grease pulled up, so.
I got grease.
Yeah. 1 extra damage on the Zephyr Strike, 7 force.
Okay, and
Sorry, extra damage on the first round 1, and 7 force. And I will re-roll the 2 that missed. Oh.
yeah, those will definitely turn into hits at this point.
Reroll the other ones just in case they crit.
Jesus
I
Christ.
fucked up the damage. That's wrong.
At this point, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Here we can reroll. Oh my god, there's a crit!
Hold on, so that 13 doubles?
Pain.
11, 22, 34 plus
18 and
18,
18 plus
13,
13 plus 34.
34.
How are you keeping track of that? Okay, yeah, I wanna know.
18 plus 13 is 31. 31 plus 34 is 65.
65 damage on 1 turn.
Really?
Wesley, you seen this shit?
I'm seeing it. I'm not understanding.
I
it.
can cast
Yeah,
grease!
we need to do it.
Alright. So,
Hold on, let's see what the chunk is.
so
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wait,
you-
hold on.
holding on.
Plus. Wait, we didn't. We
Oh my
forgot. We forgot the 7 force damage.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
65
You
regular
totaled
damage
the damage?
and 7 force damage. Yes, that's the
Okay.
total.
72 damage total
So-
on that.
Here we
Oh
go.
my god. Okay.
The arrows impact
pretty.
one after another into the weird armor. It deals a hefty chunk of damage, but
Oh,
not
ow.
as much as you're hoping.
Ow. Okay.
Oh, that's a health bar.
Eh?
Yikes.
Oh, it might be
Yeah.
resistant.
Ollie, you remember when you held your action? You might want to use.
Yeah.
I do have 40 feet of movement left,
Mhm.
which I'm thinking.
I'm a ranger. I'm a ranger. I got
Hey,
speed.
you know how like people are always like rangers are so like underpowered.
No, they've got plenty of utility and shit.
They have.
And Boomstalker is very good.
It is very good. Anyway, I move behind the webs.
Rangers are neat.
Rangers are neat. That's my turn.
Good thing I had advantage. And I'm gonna spend a grit and do this.
Okay. You aim the lily of the valley, taking your first shot. It hits. You aim again, trying to get in the knee so that it might fall. And as it starts to fall, it slams its halberd into the ground and keeps itself up.
It has a halberd.
Oh dear.
Ooh,
Mine's my damage is simple.
I'm sorry.
We can take this.
I think we got this.
I'm gonna go 15 feet up, straight up. I'm basically gonna be hovering directly in front of this cobweb. And I can see through the cobweb to him, so that's gonna be a grease directly under him.
Okay.
Yes, let's hope this hits. Then I can rush in.
Fortunately, it's still able to keep itself up.
Seeing both of the attempts to knock it over fail, does it seem like it's pretty stable still?
You know how whenever you kind of get all wobbly and whatnot, and you just caught yourself?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that situation. Like, that halberd is what's really helping keep it up right now.
Okay. Would you say that with the held thing that I did, since now that I can run up, kind of diving out from around the cobwebs, am I able to... Okay, this is going to sound weird. Could I spend a key to stunning strike punch the halberd to try and knock it off balance?
Roll the attack roll.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Flurry of blows.
So I'm gonna make the first one hit with my last inspiration. I am not gonna make the first one hit with... Fuck! Okay! Alright! Alright!
You might need the key.
If this is still a surprise round, aren't those attacks?
Oh
with
shit, you
advantage?
right.
Oh, you're right! Hold on!
Yeah,
Hold
you're
on!
right. You're right.
Can I take that back? Hold on.
Yeah.
We
well,
can just say that
take
the first one is a 14-8.
Yeah, and then the second
I'll roll the
one-
second one at advantage. Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
You can't still flurry of
Emily
blows.
can't roll above an 8.
I can still flurry of blows. You are right.
Also,
I
an
don't know what this
advantage.
looks like
Awesome.
in universe. This annoys me because in universe this is just like a missing point blank. But whatever, we ignore it and we go.
I have the best way of how to explain it in universe too.
I'm just wham on the halberd, wham on the halberd, one more, wham wham with the flurry of blows.
The 22. The 22
I hit once.
will hit. And now the question is, were you wanting to knock the halberd out?
Yes, I want to knock it down.
Okay. 4 good damage on this one. However,
Okay.
so as you said, bam, you hit the halberd. It's still holding on. Bam, you hit again. It's like, motherfucker, drop this damn thing! And then bam! You hit it those last 2 times. And it knocks it from its hand.
Awesome. I'm gonna.
Falls
That
prone.
counts as a hit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend a key and try and stunning strike it. Let's see if it's immune to stun.
Also, you do get to ask one question. Because
Oh
you did
yeah,
hit
you're
the
right.
first-
I did successfully hit it.
so
Fuck yeah.
What one question do you want to ask for?
I forgot I can just do that. God, Cobalt Soul's funny. Vulnerabilities.
Vulnerabilities. It has a singular vulnerability.
Okay.
Radiant damage.
Okay.
I got you on that. I got you.
Yeah,
I got
She'll
you.
just yell back, "Hit it with holy light!"
14, and it's a what save?
Yes, con save.
I have my holy water.
Fuck you!
Didn't succeed on that.
It got a natural 20.
That's fine. I'll eat the natural 20 with my stunning strike. No problem, man.
You impact this thing, and you're like, haha, I've got it, and it just. Head looks up at you.
Go,
I just-
go.
All right.
Dune's turn.
Oh, we're gonna, can I last of my movement just like thing?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I'm gonna move up
Let's
to
see
right about here.
that is.
And as I'm running up, and I'm going to, as I'm running, I'm gonna point my left hand forward. I'm using my bonus action to cast Hex on it. I'm gonna fuck up its strength checks. And then she'll cast that, and then she reaches the spot. She'll twirl around with her other hand, and when she does a full fucking 360, she's gonna hit it with a Sacred Flame.
Alright.
And that is that must be a Dexterity saving throw.
And the flame comes down and definitely starts to scorch into it in its holy properties. Does not look like that did anything, Aishah.
Hex was completely pointless.
Yes,
I
it's
thought it would
undead.
be
Don't hit
clever.
it with dark energy, light energy, Dune.
Yes, it is Aishah's turn.
Oh, yo, top of the round. Okay, it's on the ground, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Advantage.
Advantage.
I'm going to beat the ever-loving shit out of this thing.
Do it.
Finally.
Alright, well, my necrotic's not gonna do jack. And I can't siphon anything from it.
As you punch it again, and again, you realize, this is doing like what that cow did before. This one might just be immune to the gauntlets.
She just grumbles as she's sitting it. This makes this so much more difficult. And then I'm going to analyze with another flurry of blows, hopefully. We'll see.
Let's see.
20?
All those will hit, yeah.
Yo, 20/20 vision!
Finally.
Alright. So that's 2 flurry of blows hits, dealing 16 bludgeoning, and I'm going to let's go with the resistances.
Yeah.
Resistances.
Yeah.
Like, no, if it's resistant to
Piercing
fire.
and cold.
Cold.
It's not
okay.
resistant to fire. I'm gonna light this bitch up.
As the crackling energy around the cobalt fists just sparks through, sparks lance off in both the kind of one that looks like an arrow and one that looks like a snowflake or something, just like as she sends a signal
That's
to
cool
everyone
as
else.
shit. That's cool as
really
shit.
Cool.
And do I have any key left? I've got 1 key left. I don't think it's immune to stun, so I'm gonna try and stunning strike it again.
Fucking hell, thank God.
Alright.
Just passes.
I was really hoping we could get this thing down without it getting a single turn, but alright, that's my go.
That's the goal for every monster.
I have a bag of ball bearings that I want to throw so it opens and kind of scatters in this vicinity.
Gerkin's last turn, while Tally was doing things, I realized something. So in character creation, I thought I had forgotten something. I finally figured out what it
What did
was.
you forget?
I forgot to buy armor.
Are you serious?
Richard, you saying, oh, you increase your AC by 1 made me realize, wait, my AC was at a 15. I have a 20 dex. And then I checked all my math, and I was like, no, that's correct. No, I just forgot to buy armor.
Oh, wait, hold on. You need to buy when you go back.
We need to.
Yeah.
This man literally walks in covered in a sheep and expects to live.
At least you got that +1 to your armor class right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast web on the dude, and which means he has to make another dex check at disadvantage or be restrained.
I like me and Gerkin just strategically placing our cubes so Aishah isn't in them.
Hello there, I'm punching it in the cubes.
Wow, that web is hilarious.
Punch grandma is playing
Wow, I hate that
Mortal
it's an
Kombat
actual
while
cube
it's
of web.
playing
That's
Minecraft.
disgusting.
I want to use it just to torture you.
Why would you do this to me?
Each creature that starts.
It's immune to being restrained.
Great.
Before it gets up, it's going to, you being right next to it, Aishah, you hear this. Really good.
Spiders?
No.
Damn
The armor
We're all so excited about
You
spiders.
are, and
Look at all the spider webs!
I was half expecting this to be a dual boss fight against this and a phase spider simultaneously.
Ooh.
Well, we haven't seen the enemy get a turn, so Richard, what's it doing?
As that crumbling sound gets louder and louder, from it, it is now emanating a bit of a dusty, well, aura.
Own aura?
Yes.
Molecule-sized spiders.
Oh my god. You now have a Doom 2 counter.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. Alright.
And it looks at you, Aishah, and then it looks to the web.
Now it knows that you're a bitch.
And it is going to take a step here, take a step here.
That activates.
Oh, right, yes,
Because
it
of
would
fairy
activate.
fire, Oleander can still see it.
Yes.
Hey.
And also, you did see it get up, so yeah, you can take your.
Hey.
And I'm flying, so
I'll
he can
get
shoot
back
under.
down, please. That'd be neat.
Please get back
Nice.
down. Go.
Let's see.
It
Put
gets
it on
knocked
its
down.
ass.
And it gets
And
up
it
again.
knocked
And it
down
knocks
again.
down. It gets knocked down.
And then we just knock it right back.
You did have advantage because it did get up, since
Oh,
the fairy
nice.
fire.
Fairy fire is still active.
Yes! It gets to stay up again! It gets to take its turn!
Oh dear.
It. You get it in the back of the knee. It buckles slightly, but it just slams the foot down. And I need Aishah to make an athletics or acrobatics check, their choice.
We are gonna acrobatics, because, if you think I'm making athletics, you'd be fucking crazy.
It just barely grabs you, Aishah, as it is going to attempt to throw you at Gerkin.
It's gonna throw me at Gerkin.
It's going to throw you at Gerkin.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I have
Oh,
a
yeah,
really
motherfucker,
funny
another
idea,
motherfucker.
Richard. I have a really
Okay.
funny idea.
Okay.
Can I try and use my acrobatics check to jump off of Gerkin?
Can I argue something for some monk bullshit?
Uh-huh.
Could
Huh?
Tally deflect missiles since she is the missile?
Deflecting myself?
Yes, that is what you are doing in this instance.
I
That's
mean, it's
really
funny.
fucking funny.
How often do you get to say I am the
If
missile?
if I am the missile and I land here and I deflect missiles, could I deflect missiles to springboard off the wall and go back at it?
You gotta
Pretty
negate
sure
all the
going
damage.
back at it
That would be
needs to
some
be- and
cool
you're out of-
shit.
What if okay, so it's 2 damage, right? What if I it's deflect missiles? Like I need to do something more than deflecting all of the damage. I feel like I should deflect like a lot to be able to do that.
I think that's pretty survives.
I will say,
You can tell
Just-
me no, Richard.
just roll the deflect missiles, the damage mitigation, just so I could see how much how crazy the overkill is or such.
It is 12.
Make the attack a disadvantage.
And this is
Does this
why.
count as an unarmed strength?
What I was gonna give you, if you want to trust me,
What are you gonna give me?
you'll find out only if you accept this.
Limited time offer.
It's a limited time offer.
Reliable damage or the mystery box? I choose the mystery box.
Roll your attack.
Okay.
Get to this wall and just brace and bounce right back. You get past
Bouncy
Gerkin
ball
again,
of grandma.
and then you jump on his shoulder again.
His other shoulder.
Yeah, his other shoulder, obviously. The
Got
last
my
time it was the
balance.
left shoulder, this time it's the right shoulder.
That's why it's 2 damage, 1 for each shoulder.
Pop, pop.
And you impact it with your foot, and it's bump.
Ooh.
A pretty decent hit.
Dune is going to hold out her hand. I'm a light, lend me your blade! And I'm going to
Oh
cast
my
Spiritual Weapon and
God.
summon a scythe right next to it. Not scythe, scimitar, sorry.
Dune, we're not at the final boss yet. Calm down.
Burn in holy fire, you abomination!
So, Aishah, what you doing?
Recovering from kicking, rebounding down back into the bone dust, coughs a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Is it possible? Yeah, I'm assuming my doom counter goes down. To one.
Not
on its turn.
yet.
Okay, I'm going to pull up my hood as a veil over my mouth, and try and just cover my nose and my mouth so that as much particulate as I can possibly avoid getting in there, doesn't get in there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come back around to this side, just kind of swiveling around it, and I'm going to just hit it with 2 unarmed strikes, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
In this aura, you feel like the air, it's getting heavier, harder to breathe. You pulled up your cloak, your hood, while not trying to act as a sort of buffer. It's helping a little. This feels like it would have been a lot worse if you didn't do that.
Okay.
Your doom counter only goes down to 1.
Ooh.
Oh, only. I like the only on that. All right.
I thought it'd be nice and give you that.
Much appreciated. Very cool. Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm in danger.
I'm very danger in. Veer, help.
Here, it's your turn.
Okay.
Antitoxin. I don't think that will help.
Would it make some of my damage holy damage? Like
Just
how
like,
you dip arrows into poison, and then
Yeah.
poison
Or
arrows.
would this at least allow it to bypass the resistance to piercing and
Just
just
like-
deal normal damage?
I was about
Yeah,
to
but I
say, this
can
is
feel
creative.
normal.
Just like somebody, jumped off a person into a wall and then back.
I am the missile. I will deflect the missile.
Listen,
The tipping in that definitely, like we've decided, helped. When they impact Aishah, you hear a bit of a sizzling.
Ooh.
Yeah, I might as well finish this clip. Damn it.
It does stay up. It does one job right for once.
I can't kill it, and if doing something that actively can assumedly mitigate the thing only brought it down to 1, if I don't mitigate it, I'm going from Doom 2 to Doom 0. So I need to question, is there space above its aura?
It does look like it's going to the ceiling because of how massive this creature is.
Okay, I'm gonna back up and cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Okay. Yeah, you cough out a lot of particulate. And then it seems to just kind of go back into this particulate. Almost like it was alive.
Oh great, it actually was spiders. Fucking
Awesome spider!
Oh, spiders.
Spider dust.
knew it.
Spider dust. It's filled with spider dust.
I knew it! I knew the dust was spiders!
Sensing, the impending doom, it's just gonna, it draws its sword and it's gonna strike out at you twice. Miss
Command me.
Aishah.
I am a grandma. I can catch your sword. Catch these hands.
Does
Brits.
18 hit? That's the only one I have to ask.
Yes, it does.
Okay, it's 13 damage.
Ellie.
It's full of spiders.
It's a spider sponge. It's not an HP sponge.
There's 1 HP for every spider.
And it's gonna do something cheeky. Hey Aishah, you can have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, you bitch.
I can have an attack of opportunity
As a treat.
That's a
as
treat.
a treat.
You
I don't
gotta
trust
count it.
that, but alright, sure, I'll hit it as a treat.
At advantage, because it's fucking.
True, because it is
This
glowing.
thing's gonna explode. Right, I'm gonna hit it. Whatever.
25 will hit. You could do a little bit of damage as a treat.
Max damage as a treat.
Walks right through the sword. You said you were 15 feet in here, right, Gerkin?
Oh boy.
Yeah, its face
Oh,
is
no.
right in front of your body.
She's just going to feel this corruption swirling around her. Feel the pain from that hit and just kind of look up with this cold, dead eyes. Do you want shadows? I'll give you shadows. I'm gonna put on the mask.
Okay. Hey, Amy, can you make me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage?
Of course.
Your doom counter hits 0 immediately as you put on the mask.
Okay.
And you gain 4 corruption.
Oh! Oh!
Yikes!
And
What does that mean?
so,
Is there a scale for corruption so I can know what that means?
there is, and we'll get to that because, for starters, you lower your wisdom score 1, and once
Alright.
again, you get to raise one of your other ability scores by 2. Alright?
Alright.
So do that real quick.
I'm going to raise my charisma by 2.
Okay.
Just gets
really
hotter and
The
hotter.
veins that were, very weak on your neck are getting more and more, defined again. And I'm gonna need you to pick a damage type for me. Bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. Your arm just feels a little off at this point. You have gained resistance to bludgeoning damage. However, you've also gained vulnerability to piercing damage.
I see. Okay. Keep that in mind for next time.
We might be fighting you.
We get a zoom.
I can finally share the whole art app.
You can. As Dune, pulls on this mask. What she sees is, she just pulls on this mask. However, from the eyes of everyone else, you would see that those bone particulates that were in the air, they seemed to almost go to her face and mold together to make this mask. She, from her point of view, it just came into existence as she, pulled her hand over her face. From your guys' point of view, she pulled some of this weird bone particulate and turned it into a mask.
Yeah, good normal things.
So, that was your bonus action, if I remember correctly. So what's your action, Amy?
Fast as a whisper, Dune's going to just twirl around it and hold up her hand, her hand pointed at the back of his head, not even looking at it, and just fucking Eldritch Blast it right in the back of the head, flanking with Gerkin.
Oh, in the back of your head, Dune, you do hear something.
Is this a new presence?
It feels familiar. Familiar why? You're not sure. You're in the middle of a fight and this thing is nearly dead.
Yeah, I pushed the
and-
thought back.
I'm gonna
It's
dash
a free action.
over
I
to-
drop concentration on web.
Okay, sure. Yeah, whatever. That doesn't feel bullshit at all. Yeah, okay. This is as close as I can get. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, can you get the spiders out of my lungs?
No, what?
I don't know, there's something in my lungs. It's made of bone and I feel like I'm about to die. Could you help?
Okay.
Can I help action Vir'Thyra if I need to? That is my turn.
I can slap that bitch.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so much better.
You cough
Thank
a
you.
bit of the particulate and it just goes right back into this.
I think whatever's in the air is alive. I don't know what's going to happen when that thing
I
dies.
don't like that. Would you like some holy water?
Maybe I'll gargle it.
I was more thinking you can pour it on your fists or throw it at something.
Both seem like valid choices. Sure.
Take 1 vial of holy water.
Thanks. I'll mark that down.
And
Kill it. Kill it with
I can reload my gun. Nice.
die.
as it collapses to the ground, it does not explode like some. Unfortunately, that would have been a cool idea. I wish I would have used it, but not this time. I'll
It
save that for
explodes into
something else.
spider.
It explodes into spiders.
Then I'll tell you this every time.
Airborne spiders.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna be in that aura, Miss Dune? Because it's not fading anytime soon. It looks like.
There's a reason I can't go that way, and it's because I'm tied to a rope held by Oleander. Anyway.
Correct.
I feel like in this situation, Dune isn't moving. She's just staring at the corpse.
Oi. Yo, sunshine. Step away from the bones.
Gerkin's gonna try to forcefully vomit out whatever's in his lungs.
Roll Constitution saving throw.
Ew.
You were able to cause yourself to vomit. It worked.
Dune is going to start walking over to Aishah.
I should ask, how slowly are you walking?
It's like just a walk, just kind of like that, just like a lore walk kind of deal. Like,
Make a wisdom saving throw. You gain another corruption.
oh dear.
I'm gonna run here, and I'm going to get on the ground, low down, sweep at her center of mass, and try and launch her into the spiderwebs.
Okay. Thump, into here, just boing, boing, boing.
The hell's your problem, Grandma? I was about
What
to
about stay out of the bones? Did I not enunciate properly?
I was
Stuff will
on
kill
my
you.
way over to you. Do you want to be patched up or not? Or do you just want to keep flooring me around?
I mean, if you want to keep tussling, sure, but seems very inefficient at this moment. What's your deal?
What do you mean, what's my deal?
Your draws
Well, I don't know. Miss Doom and Gloom out of nowhere, she just kind of like holds her hand up to her mask. At least when I change my visage, I still have full control. You have no idea what you're doing, do you?
What are you talking about?
Take off the mask, Dune.
Am I conscious of the mask, Richard?
As the adrenaline of all this kind of fades away, and Aishah says, take off the mask, you do realize that there is a mask on your face. It felt so natural, like it was part of you. But now you realize it's there. That little voice in the back of your head is like, that's wrong. This is wrong.
And this is new?
This is new. And
What mask? I reach up, but I feel it. I'm going to try to take it off.
and it hurts. It really hurts, and you pull it off, and still stuck to a little bit of your skin to your face are some calcified fragments. Her skin is very much a little bit of a lighter color at this point.
And I assume the veins are all the way up my neck and starting to go over my face.
Okay.
Hmm?
What just happened?
We
Tell
need to take her
us.
back.
We should go.
We shouldn't stay here anymore. It's far too dangerous, especially after... well, that.
Beer's gonna lower her bow and gently approach Dune. If I examine her gently, does this look like something that is too far gone for lesser restoration to fully take hold and reverse? Can I at least reverse part of it?
You can certainly try. You do think that it might be able to
Might be too
lessen it?
Aishah,
Yes,
would you help me out here?
of course.
At least just hold her arm. This is probably good time.
Dune, do I have your permission to assist you?
Of course. Please. I don't know what's going on.
Neither do we, but
What
we're
was
going
I
to try
just
our best
doing?
to figure it out.
Hold on, please. Chill.
Hysterics are not going to help.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Res with the help of Aishah, holding down Dune for whatever this is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Please be good, please be good. I do have an inspiration.
Hey!
Nice.
What if we spent the inspiration to make it even more stupid?
Hold on, no, I want to.
Yeah.
Are you resisting in any way, shape, or form?
If it's Dune's mentality, she would not resist. She's scared shitless and would like to get rid of this as fast as possible. But the real question is, does the presence in her mind have anything to say about it?
You put the magic into Dune. Aishah, you keeping a good grip on her, just in case she starts to thrash around or such. Which, after a moment, and the magic starts to take hold more and more, as you're doing this, you can feel like this energy does not feel right that's in Dune, and you start to pull out a little bit here and there, and just the end of it all that you're able to really plot is just this small mote of this dark, kind of blackish energy from her. Doesn't help a lot, but it does a lot more than you thought it would because of that, good roll. It would have only given her a reduction of 1 to her corruption. You were able to give it a reduction to 2. So you can lower your corruption by 2 down.
Is that 3?
Yes.
Does that undo the stat changes?
Yes.
Partially.
Just as the last time, you lose the thing from the 5th tier.
Can I attempt to cast Lesser Restoration on myself?
Make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
14?
You can't pull a magic forward to do it. Something seems to be stopping you specifically from doing that to yourself.
I tried to focus on Aishah, and I tried to cast a Healing Word on Aishah.
Roll healing word.
Alright. Everlight, please. Don't abandon me now. And I will... Yeah.
You heal for 5.
Like kind of cracks her neck. Thanks, sweetheart. That felt nice.
I'm going to try to cast Restoration again on myself.
You should... Dude.
The magic just does not come when you try to target yourself, unfortunately.
And I try again. And again.
Dune.
Why? Why won't it come?
Oh, hold still 1 second. I'm a doctor.
Help me.
I'm wrapping a bandage around the arm.
Makes you feel nice. A little bit better.
Oleander pats the bandages on the arm.
Alright, keep that there for about, a few hours.
Very well.
A few hours.
He stands up again.
Aishah just stares at Oleander.
Oleander just starts to walk off.
She looks back at the bandages.
I assume Lesser Restoration is still not functioning. It just doesn't want to take.
It just will not work for this moment,
And
unfortunately.
she just shakes her head. She's just like, Dune,
Aishah?
can you please try to calm your hysterics?
I can try. And I'm going to attempt to cast a Cure Wounds on myself. Does
Cure
that take?
Cure wounds will take.
Here, what I find? Do I find anything besides what we're carrying?
The entire room definitely seems to be magical.
Who would have guessed? Anyway.
The door also seems to be conjuration. The door seems to be slightly brighter in your eyes.
Yeah, that's probably some like permanent gate spell bullshit.
Honestly, don't know what's going on. What should I do?
Your mask came from that thing.
I don't know why I knew to do it, but I was reaching into my bag to pull.
Just kind of furrows her brow, pulling her hood back down.
I look at my bag.
Make an investigation roll.
Oh.
Don't find a mask.
I just look back at Aishah.
What I say is true. Whatever you did there, you pulled some sort of dark magic off of that beast and used it as your own. For a moment I had feared we lost you. You weren't responding to normal queries, and you didn't seem to find the cloud of dust threatening.
There was a presence in my mind. I didn't say anything, but
Can
it
you
was
walk?
there, watching. Yeah, I think I
Dune.
can. And she stands up.
Good. You need to get back to the hometown.
No, I'm good. I can keep going.
Young lady, you are not good. I should know.
I don't want to hold everyone up. I don't want to be a burden.
Then prove that you're capable.
Alright.
If whatever that thing is comes back once again. She just kind of raises her eyebrows and looks at Dune.
We'll turn back. I understand. We should get moving. We shouldn't stick around any longer. Doors that way, yeah?
Yes. But this place still feels strange.
I'm good to keep going. I promise.
Fair. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Does this seem familiar to you?
Place?
Yes.
I've never been here. Legitimately. Feels like home, though. Which is weird. Speaking as I'm from the Underdark. And just, don't like all the spider webs being around here, really. I was expecting, when Dune started doing that thing, I was expecting her to grow spider legs.
Yes, I had a similar thought. Where are the spiders?
Great question! I don't want to know! If there are any of those fucking spider bitch worshippers, I'm going to slaughter them myself! With my bare hands.
Do you think that this is the Underdark?
Well, if it feels like the Underdark and it looks like the Underdark, I'm going to treat it like it, in case there are said Underdark things. I don't want to run into a mind flayer down here either.
Perhaps our skeleton friend, before succumbing, took care of the spiders, and then
I sure hope so.
maybe he experienced the same thing I did.
All the more reason to not let yourself fall to whatever sort of temptation that was. You're a woman of virtue, aren't you? Let your Everlight decide that for you.
It was an impulse, a compulsion, just...
An impulse, she says, a compulsion. You think I can't recognize greed, young lady?
What do you mean?
I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. You're greedy. And when I want you to act capable, I mean it. And that means not putting your own wishes and desires above your own safety. Or that includes power lust.
I see.
We had this thing on its knees. While it put up quite a fight and dealt a few. She kind of like rubs a clear like gash from the longsword. A few nasty blows. It wasn't something we couldn't handle. I feel like you know that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know what... No excuses. I'm sorry.
That's better.
Okay, let me help you a bit more. And
Gerkin.
I'm gonna hit Aishah for another cure wounds.
Am I getting healed by both of these nerds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I rolled a d6 instead of d8 because I misfingered. Anyway.
Uh.
You were more of a distraction than I was.
I like to think of
You earned
myself as a
this, and I'm
splinter
going
in its
to
shoe.
hand Aishah a potion.
She takes it. Can I tell what this is?
I don't think there's a label on it, but it looks very familiar considering it's a more pure form of a normal healing potion.
Nice.
You
She
get a
just
potion
smiles.
of greater healing.
Oh, yo!
I just found that.
Hell yeah! I can be a tank a little bit.
It was probably what the double ones were.
The Guardian is dead. Shall we?
Let's push on.
Let's hope it's not guarding something even scarier. Because if it is, I'm fucking ready.
Oh, yes. I just imagine that's just the foot soldiers. Some sort of giant
Oh,
army.
would the thing be that attacked the town be the guard dogs then?
Maybe. Maybe.
I wouldn't mind investigating the quirks, though.
Throw the weapons in a bag of holding if we've got one. I can use it for scrap metal.
I'm not putting that thing in my bag.
I said put the armor in the bag.
Yes, I'm not putting anything that was on that thing in my bag.
Oh, hey, that quiver's magical.
God damn it.
I reach into one of the compartments. Can I try to pull out? How many compartments is it?
It's only got the one. The
The
one.
one?
At the very
If I
top.
reach in, can I try to pull out some arrows?
You reach your hand in and you pull it out.
Spiders.
Nothing comes out, but you know you felt something inside. It felt like there were arrows in there.
If I try to summon it by thinking of like there is an arrow in my hand.
You feel like it might make knocking arrows a little easier? If you would have tried the door, you would have found that it was locked.
I have thieves' tools.
My Tinker's tools also work as lockpicks.
I have fists.
I too have Tinker's tools.
DC was exactly 20 for that.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
You just end up at the, end.
Loot.
Loot.
4 potions of greater healing. You've gotten 600 copper, 8,000 silver.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a lot of gold. 2,400 gold.
Oh.
Oh.
90 platinum.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You know that joke somebody was making earlier about, like, oh man, if we get to the end of a thing, it might just teleport us out or something. Yeah, the dungeon starts to collapse and in a
We get teleported
bright
out.
flash, you get teleported out.
Oh, so we have to 100% it before we fight the boss. That's a bitch.
Interesting.
Okay.
Can we go back in?
It,
Or is the door like shut now?
the structure, that weird like hill thing in the door, it seems to have collapsed.
Huh.
No,
Okay.
it's not a teleporty thingy. That's a shame. I was really hoping that we could have taken that tunnel to another one. But